In a move I didn't see coming, the Grand Master of the Snake has been eliminated from the game. You know her. You love her. You might even love to hate her. She is reality TV gold. It's tech manager Kethryn. Kethryn, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I gotta tell you, I am a little starstruck because from episode one, you came out guns ablazing, like nothing I've seen on TV with your phone and your list of strategies and gameplay. Tell me, coming in, what were your thoughts? And looking back, do you think you played too hard, too fast?
Coming in, I over prepared. I was a, Survivor, Big Brother, every competition show you can think of. I had watched all of it and I had taken notes on all of the shows that I've ever seen. And I even showed the producers that in my audition, and I was really hesitant to show them because I didn't want them to think I was crazy, but they loved it and they put it in the show. Right out of the gate, I was like, you know what? I am going to pretend to be really dumb and sweet and innocent. Like I'm just this southern little girl, like trying to make it in the Big Apple. Like that's what persona I was trying to give off. And that really worked for me because that is the impression that people get from me at first impressions. So I was like, I'm gonna lean into that because I know that strategy will work for me. So I wanted to lay low in the beginning, which is I did not want to be the first snake. But I still managed to pull off being the first snake and maintaining this kind of innocence to me. And I definitely played too hard, too fast, and that's my biggest regret in the show. I think when you watch back and you see all the mistakes that you made, it's a lot easier to watch it and know what to do than it is when you're in the show and actually making those decisions because this is season one of a show, so no one knew what was coming next.
Right. So did you have the initial thought you went in then thinking, you know what? I think I'm going to play the villain. Was that your initial thought going in?
Yeah. I knew I wanted to be the villain. I love villains. I mean, I think about like Parvati and Tony, Rob or Boston Rob, Sandra, like those are great reality TV villains. And really they're villains because they played the game really hard and they took their personal feelings out of it. I wanted to be that person. And yeah, I have no regrets about being the villain. I knew what I wanted to do and I feel like I accomplished that.
Do you feel like when you were playing the game, was it hard to keep your stories straight? Because they would flash back to when you would tell Christine, I'm going to vote for you. And then to Jack, I've got your back. I'm going to prove it this time. You kept telling people different things. Was it harder to keep track of that? And or how did you talk your way out of those situations? Because they started eventually to catch on to you.
So, yes and no. This is 500 hours condensed into 45 minutes. So you don't see everything. So when the situation happened with Christine and Jack, when I told Christine I was going to pick her, I genuinely meant it. And Christine was somebody that I wanted to pull in on my side to get rid of the boys. I tried really hard to become friends with her. I had really liked her in the house, not so much now. And when I had told her that, I really meant it. But that was before I had the knowledge that I did that she was gunning for me. And I had heard that from several people. So why would I save someone who was gunning for me? And originally, Jordan and I were coming up with a plan together on how the safety change should go. And I wanted to pick Jack and all of them because I wanted to prove my loyalty after Devontae had gone home. But, we had discussed it with Jack, with Brett, with Mac, with Frankie and Alyssa. And Jordan came to the conclusion that she really wanted Alyssa and Frankie to be picked first because they had always picked us first. So I was okay with that because one, I really wanted to mend my relationship with Alyssa and Frankie. And Jack and them, they knew the plan. Like they knew I was picking Alyssa and Frankie and they were okay with it. So it wasn't a shock to anybody but Christine that I had picked Alyssa.
Well, see, it sounds like there was already strategy in play and people kind of were aware. But again, it's great reality TV. Like we're in it hook, line, and sinker, so we get that. But knowing it is a game and knowing you are a real person and not a villain in real life, what is your relationship now currently with the cast members? Do you keep in contact with anybody? Did you make genuine friends in the
I
show?
I am so close with the majority of the cast. Like these are some of my best friends. We have a huge group chat, and even if we were gunning for each other in the show, like we're still really close in real life. Like I talk to all of them every single day. Jordan more so than anyone because that's my ride or die. But even like the show, you don't see like how close Amanda and I were because she and I are very similar and we talk every day. So I'm close with the majority of the cast. I say really there's only two people from the cast that I'm not friends with.
Can you tell who they are?
John and Christine. John, I really don't have any ill will towards him. There's just there's some things I don't agree with there that have been like done or said. So, but honestly, I have no ill will towards him. I'm sure he has several things about me he doesn't, like, and that's okay. Wish him the best. Christine, she and I were really good friends in the house, and I just want to say that if 10 people in the house all have an issue with you, it's probably because you did something wrong and not because everyone's just out to get you.
Right. Okay. I thank you for telling me that. That's some good tea you just spilled, and I appreciate that.
Yeah.
Okay, knowing that you played this villain on the show, let's get back to your real life. What has the response been from your people that you know in real life, your friends, your family, your work? What has their response been to this?
So, it's so funny because my boyfriend and I are like watching this and he's just cracking up because he knows I'm not like that in real life. And he was like, "Why would you say that?" And he's just dying laughing. He doesn't care. Like, he knows that I was playing the game. So, really, the responses from my family, like, everyone just thinks it's really funny because they know who I am in real life. They know how much I love, like, Survivor. So, they're like, they love the strategy list. They love how ruthless I am. It's just like a little different side of me that they don't normally see. So they think it's hilarious.
That is awesome. I mean, that's good that they can see that and know that you're kind of, playing a somewhat of a character.
Yeah.
And I want to tell you too, so every eliminated contestant before you, I've asked them all the same question. Because of your testimonials and what you say, I always ask everyone, what are your thoughts on Kethryn? So I'm going to flip it now on you. Is there anybody that you have really strong thoughts about now watching the show, have really strong thoughts on what maybe they've said about you?
Definitely Christine. I think she's kind of not taken any accountability for anything that she's done on the show. And she's really tried to portray this like victim narrative to fit like her. And it's really frustrating because there's, so many people have this same issue with you, and you're still like, nope, all of you are wrong and I'm right. And that's crazy to me because, I might have been a villain and a but like I know I was a I can apologize, and I have apologized to the people that I felt like needed it or have talked to me. Like, we've all talked and had our conversations, and I don't go talk shit about them in interviews. Christine's never come up to anybody and talked to them about any issues she's had. She has lied a lot in her interviews or taken a little bit of the truth and then spun it with a bunch of lies. So it's very weird to see the lack of accountability there. I think if she approached things in a very different way, she could have had a very, very different outcome. And we all tried really, really hard to be friends with Christine. I saw her after the show. I thought we had a really great time at the dinner. So going from that to hearing her say these things about me in an interview that are very taken out of context and twisted into certain ways, I don't like that because it really feels like you are catering to an audience and you're not actually being your authentic self.
Yeah, I see what you're saying. I love to hear your perspective on that. Two more
Thank you.
questions, I promise. Two more questions. I have so many though, I could go on for hours.
No worries.
Um, so in that final, snake pit, it's you and McLean,
Mhm.
and John is up there. Strategically, I heard you say, and you're when you're being interviewed, like break up the boys' alliance, like getting rid of McLean would have broken up, Brett and Jack.
Yeah.
Do you think it was still a very not strategic move to get rid of you versus McLean?
Absolutely. I mean, I thought it was the dumbest move John could have made because Jordan and I saved John the week before. Everybody wanted John gone, and everybody thought he was a strong player. He was a smart guy, and he was really good at challenges. And he had a really good relationship with Frankie and Alyssa, who were a power duo. And Christine didn't really have anybody. So I feel like John probably should have gone home then rather than Christine, but I don't really regret that either. I wish I could have gotten rid of them both. So no, like I think he should have tried to disband the boys, that powerhouse, because that is what I came into the house to do. Like I helped get rid of Devonte and seeing these boys like together, he should have broken up the powerhouse. I don't know what he was thinking. I know he was trying to appease the house, but you're not a politician in this game. You are just an equal player like the rest of us.
Yeah, and breaking up, Jack and McClane have each other's back. I mean,
Yeah,
to the end.
absolutely.
To the
Yeah.
end. Okay, one final question. Now that you're out, you're removed from the situation, you're out of the game, looking at it, of the remaining players, who do you feel like is the strongest player left in the game?
Jack or Derek. Honestly, they're both great players. I personally think Jack is a stronger player than Derek because Jack is willing to get his hands dirty to win the game. He is an incredibly smart player. He's very charismatic. He knows how to talk to people. And his strategy is really good. He is also a Survivor fan. And that's why I wanted Jack out so bad for so long, is because he always would mention Survivor. Oh, we like this Survivor challenge, like this Survivor challenge. And I was like, you've seen a lot of Survivor. I know that I need to get rid of somebody who plays and thinks that way. So I think he is just an absolutely amazing player, and I would love to see him on other shows.
Well, I could say the same about you because I am hoping and praying you are on more reality shows because you are TV gold, my friend. Whether you love you, love to hate you, that's what we want on TV. And from week number one, all of my co-host, everybody that we're watching, our attention went to you. So again, I'm sad you're gone now because I like what you brought to the table. And I keep telling everybody, I hope there's a reunion. However, even if there's not, you're TV gold. I know I'll see you in the future.
I
Kethryn,
hope so. House of Villains, baby. Let's pray for it.
let's do it. Oh, Kethryn, you're amazing. Thank you so much for your time and wish you the best of
Thank
luck.
you. Thank you so much for having me.